What if I told you that building a life you love isn't about making a massive, earth shattering change? It's not about quitting your job tomorrow or moving to a tropical island, unless you want to, of course. For the longest time, I thought that kind of fulfillment was for other people. The ones with the perfect morning routines and the endless motivation. I'd look at my own life and see a to-do list a mile long, obligations, and this quiet feeling that I was just managing my life, not really designing it. Sound familiar? Well, I stumbled onto a secret. That overwhelming feeling? It's a lie. Building a life that feels genuinely good is about tiny, almost effortless shifts. It's about alignment, not overhaul. And today, I'm going to share with you a surprisingly simple framework. Just 3 core ideas that can help you start making those shifts today. We're going to move from feeling stuck to feeling intentional. We'll talk about how to identify what truly matters to you, and it's probably not what you've been told to care about. Then we'll look at a powerful little trick to weave those things into your actual busy schedule. And finally, we'll tackle the one thing you need to give yourself permission to stop doing, which is maybe the most liberating step of all. This isn't about adding more pressure, it's about creating more space for what brings you joy. So, if you're ready to trade the overwhelming feeling for a little bit of clarity, then stick with me. We're going to break this down into bite-sized, actionable steps that you can start applying before this video is even over. Let's get started. 3 steps to a life you love. Okay, step 1. We need a compass. Because if you don't know what you're aiming for, any road will take you there, right? And that's how we end up feeling lost. This compass is your core values. Now, I know core values can sound like corporate jargon, but stick with me. I want you to think of them not as big, abstract words, but as feelings. What are the feelings you want to fill your days with? Is it connection, creativity, a sense of peace? Or maybe it's feeling vibrant and healthy. Here's your first actionable step, and it'll take just 5 minutes. I want you to grab a notes app or a piece of paper. Seriously, pause me if you want. And I want you to answer this one question. Think about the last time you felt truly, deeply happy and fulfilled. What were you doing, and who were you with? Was it a quiet morning with a book? A deep conversation with a friend? Finally nailing that recipe in the kitchen? The activity itself isn't the point. The feeling behind it is. That feeling is a clue to your value. Maybe it's growth or connection or play. Your mission this week? Just to notice one of these values and give it 15 minutes of your time. That's it. No grand gestures, just a tiny intentional act. That's how we start turning the ship. Step 2. The scheduler. This is where we make our values real. Because a value that never sees the light of day is just a nice idea. The biggest mistake we make is thinking we need huge blocks of time. We don't. We just need micro moments of alignment. Let's take one of those values. Let's say you identified creativity. Your brain might jump to, I need to paint a masterpiece this weekend. And then when you don't have time, you feel guilty and do nothing. See the trap? Instead, let's break it down. What does a microdose of creativity look like? Monday, doodle for 5 minutes on a notepad during a break. Wednesday, listen to a creative podcast on your commute. Friday, rearrange a shelf in your home in a way that looks more beautiful to you. These things take almost no time, but they send a powerful message to your brain. My values matter here, in my actual life. This is how you build a life you love, brick by tiny brick, not by waiting for a wrecking ball in a rebuild. So, your task here? Look at your calendar for next week. I mean, really look. Where can you plug in 1 or 2 of these 15-minute value-based activities? Schedule them like you would a doctor's appointment. Because your well-being is just as important. Now, for the step that might be the most important of all. Step 3. The stopping signal. To make space for what lights you up, you often have to give yourself permission to stop doing what drains you. I'm not just talking about quitting a job. I'm talking about the small daily energy leaks. That social media account that always makes you feel inadequate. That weekly commitment you said yes to out of guilt, not joy. That habit of scrolling instead of sleeping. I want you to try this. Right now, think of one thing you can subtract from your life this week. Just one. What's something that feels more like an obligation than a choice? Can you delegate it? Can you simplify it? Or can you, and this is radical, can you just not do it? Giving yourself this permission is a superpower. It's you declaring that your time and energy are precious. And when you stop pouring energy into things that drain you, you'll be amazed at how much more you have for the things that truly matter. Building a life you love isn't a distant fantasy. It's a practical process. First, find your compass by identifying a core value through a moment of joy. Second, use your scheduler to create micro moments of alignment with that value. And third, embrace the stopping signal to protect your energy. You don't have to do all three at once. Just pick one. Start with the 5-minute value challenge. That's it. A small step today changes your direction tomorrow. If this felt helpful, if it felt like a breath of fresh air, then do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. It really helps this channel grow, and I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's one value you want to bring more of into your life this week? Is it peace, adventure, connection? Let's support each other down there. Thanks for watching. Remember, it's easier than you think. You've got this. I'll see you in the next one.